Hey pals, how's it going? It's your boy Xavian. It's immediately burped. Incredible. It's Monday, April 27th. I recorded a video on Saturday, but I decided not to post it like after sunset. But I decided not to post it just cuz. And then I didn't record a video yesterday. But long story short, open hand delivery shift on Friday morning was painful to me. It was very tiring. Lasted the whole... When you sign up to volunteer as a delivery driver for Open Hand Atlanta, you are supposed to budget 3 hours for the delivery shift. And that's what I do. I always have the 3 hours available. But my brain just stopped working. But I've gotten used to the fact that it usually takes less time than that. Honestly, it usually takes less than 2 hours for a delivery shift. But I'm noticing that lately the delivery shifts are taking longer. And I don't know if that's a me thing or whatever. I don't know. But it's getting tiring and it's less fun to do. I'm still going to do it, but it's not as much fun. And then Saturday, I slept in until 2 p.m. And then around 4 p.m., Wyatt and I went out for a date. We went to Jinya and got ramen. And then we went to 2nd and Charles, and we went to the Starbucks connected to 2nd and Charles and got drinks. And then walked around 2nd and Charles. I checked out the tarot decks. And there was only one that interested me. It had to do with dragons, but not at the price point that it was available for. And then I went looking for Seasons of Friends on DVD, and I ended up finding the complete series for $30. So I bought that. Well, Wyatt bought it for me, but it's funny. 5 years ago, I wrote a letter to my future self, 5 years from then, that I have since read. I read it a few days ago, maybe. And one of the things I said in the letter was like, do you own all the seasons of Friends yet? And I read that letter and I was like, no, that's not even one of my goals really anymore. I mean, it is a goal. It's just not something I was focusing on. But now I own all the seasons of Friends, and now I get to watch them whenever I want. Yay! And then yesterday, Sunday, I slept some more. And what else? What else did I do? I was really spacey. Just kind of existed. Didn't do any art. Didn't do any exercise, just lazed about. Didn't even really watch TV, and I didn't finish a single YouTube video. I put on like 3 different Drawfee videos at different points in time, and I watched like 10 minutes of each of them, and then I walked away, and I was like, okay, well, that's not happening today, I guess. And then today, Monday, slept in past noon again, took a shower because I really needed to shave, and then went to my mathnasium shift, which went fine. The person that was out last week that I was covering for before I should have been covering for somebody is back, so I didn't have like the same... Oh, Xavian is juggling 6 students, even though he's not fully trained. At the end of my shift, I had like a moment where I was working one-on-one with a student. I was technically given 2 students, but the person who I was, the other tutor who I was sitting next to, finished up with her only other student, and if I hadn't been assigned these students, they would have been her students, so she essentially took one. Because she didn't want to be doing nothing, I guess. And I don't know. I'm feeling less competent today than I felt last week Wednesday. I didn't feel competent Thursday. I survived Thursday, but I didn't feel competent. But I feel less competent today. I don't know. Can you hear those dogs barking? They're annoying me. Yeah, I don't have much else to say. I hope the rest of the week goes well. I'm looking forward to therapy on Thursday, as I always am, and hopefully I'll get enough energy to do some art outside of therapy. I'm sure I'll do art during therapy, but I'd also love to do some art outside of therapy. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Hope y'all have a good week. Baba booey.